Hello, I'm Beth Wagner, physical therapist. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 excellent exercises to decrease pain resulting from occipital neuralgia. Occipital neuralgia refers to compression or irritation of the occipital nerve, which travels from the top of the cervical spine, under the occiput, and up the back of the head. The most common symptom of occipital neuralgia is sharp, shooting, stabbing, nervy type of pain located at the top of the neck and the base of the skull. The pain may also radiate behind the ears, up to the temples, and behind the eyes. There are many different potential causes of occipital neuralgia, the most common being some type of trauma to the head, including concussion, a fall, or other type of blunt force impact to the head. Chronic poor posture can also be a contributing factor. Okay, first we'll start with a posture correction and then jump into the exercises. Sitting in a supportive chair, we'll start at the base. Make sure that your hips are right in the middle, that you're not leaned forward and you're not slouched back. Now moving up to the low back, you should have a small curve, but not an excessive arch, and again, not slouched back. Now moving up the spine, relax your shoulder blades down and back and lift your chest. Finally, let's do a little bit of a chin tuck. Now, from this corrected posture position, the first exercise is cervical retraction. Keeping your eyes level, pull your chin straight back, giving yourself a slight double chin without looking down. Pause in this position for a couple seconds and then relax. It's very helpful to pattern your breathing with these exercises. Exhale as you initiate the movement into the chin tuck, and then inhale as you come back to the resting position. If that breathing pattern feels too fast, you could also try exhaling throughout the entire exercise and then inhale at rest. So exhale, tuck your chin back, pause, and then return to the center. Inhale, and then exhale. Retract your chin, pause, and return to the center. Now this might not look like a whole lot of motion. If you're already sitting with tall posture and you're not in forward head posture, there might not be a whole lot of movement here with the chin tuck. That's just fine. Perform as much of a chin tuck as you're able. I'll show you this from the side so you can see the movement a little better. Starting with tall posture, tuck your chin, retract your cervical spine, and pause, and then return to the starting position. Again, tuck your chin, pause, and relax. Perform 5 repetitions. The next exercise is a suboccipital release. The suboccipital area refers to the spot just below the base of the skull, right at the top of the neck, where a group of muscles lives that helps to control motion and the top of the cervical spine. Tightness in those muscles can contribute to compression or irritation of the occipital nerve and increase pain in this area. Starting with tall posture, start with the chin tuck, pulling your chin straight back. Now tuck your chin down toward your chest. And now turn and tilt your head so that you're looking down towards your armpit. Pause here for 5 seconds, or as long as it feels comfortable for you. And then lift your head and return to the starting position. I recommend exhaling as you initiate the movement, and then inhale when you come back to the starting position. So you'll inhale first, exhale, tuck your chin lower and look down. And then inhale, come back up. To get more space in your spine for a better stretch and less compression in your neck, imagine a string coming from the top of your head and get as tall as possible. And when you tuck your chin and lower, still imagine that string on the top of your head, pulling your head up and away from your neck. so that you're getting as much space in the vertebra as possible. The best muscular stretch without compressing the cervical spine on this right side. And then come back up to the starting position. Another variation of this is to give yourself a little bit of manual traction using your hands at the base of the occiput. So I'll show you this from the side so you can see what I'm doing here. Now lift your hands up behind your neck so that the edge of the fifth finger, your pinky, is just under the edge of your skull, just at the base of your skull. Now go ahead and wrap your hands gently behind your neck and just see if you can hook your fingers in, lifting up your occiput a little bit. Make sure that you're not pushing your head forward like this as you do it. You still want to be able to tuck the chin. So you'll tuck the chin and look down towards your chest and then tip your head over to the side, looking down into the armpit. Hold for 5 seconds and then return to the starting position. So the edge of your hand here is meant to lift this part of your skull, the very edge of your skull. Another way to see this is if I just pressed my thumbs up into the occiput. So I'll do the chin tuck and lower my chin and then look down into my armpit. So I'm using my thumbs here to lift the occiput. I'm not pressing my head down, I'm lifting my head. Hold for 5 seconds and then come back to the starting position. Perform 5 times on one side and then switch sides. We'll do a chin tuck, look down, and look into the armpit. After 5 seconds, come back up to the starting position. Exhale, tuck, lower, and tilt. And after 5 seconds, come back up to the starting position. Okay, now I'll show you with the hand position again. So hands either with the fifth finger at the base of the occiput, just like that, or the thumbs at the base of the occiput. Chin tuck, lower, and then tilt. So I'm pressing up like this, and then come back. And tuck, lower, and tilt. Lift your head. 5-second hold, keep breathing, and come back up. Perform 5 repetitions on each side. The next 2 exercises I'll do lying down. You'll want to have a rolled up beach towel or bath towel, a large size towel, or a decorator pillow that is long and thin. And I'll show you what we're going to do with those towels. Okay, with your bath towel, roll it up into a tight roll. Ideally, this towel roll will be long enough to support your body from the base of your spine at your sacrum all the way to the back of your head. So depending on your height and the width of your towel, you might need a shorter or a longer towel roll. Now we're going to put this towel roll on the table, lying on the towel with the base of your spine supported and the back of your head supported. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the surface, about hips distance apart. Now lift your arms up and out to the side at about shoulder height. And as you exhale, let gravity pull your shoulders and your arms down. Now my hand is off the side of the table here. If you're doing this at home on the floor, your arm would be supported on the floor. That's just fine. Now if you don't feel a stretch with your arms to the side, lift your arms up at an angle, at a V. See if you feel a stretch there. Since the pec muscle is a fan-shaped muscle, you experiment with the angle of the stretch until you feel the position, until you find the position where you feel the best stretch through the front of the chest. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds. If at any point in time you feel numbness and tingling in your fingertips or anywhere in your arms, Then lower your arms back to your side and rest for a moment. And lift up again. Find that angle that gives you the best stretch. Continue breathing, natural rhythm. As you exhale, let gravity lower your shoulders and arms. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds. And then rest and perform 3 repetitions. Now, if you don't feel a good stretch, you might need a thicker or taller towel roll. So experiment with how tall or how thick the towel roll is until you get the right amount to give you a good stretch. You could also try rolling the towel roll around something more solid like a broomstick or a roll of wrapping paper, something with a hard, firm core that will give you a little bit more elevation off the surface. Okay, moving on to the last stretch, the Platysma Stretch. The platysma is a muscle that runs along the front and side of the neck, down just to the edge of the collarbone. For this stretch, we'll start on the towel roll, but we're going to add an extra towel roll. Okay, so taking a rolled up hand towel, this towel roll should be a little smaller than the other towel roll. Place this at the base of your skull, the top of your neck, just below your head. Okay, now let your head tilt back and off to the side. So I'm showing you for my right platysma. So I'm going to tip my head to the left. Now for some of you, you might be tilting your head enough to feel a good stretch through the front here. That's great. Hold the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds or as long as it feels comfortable for you. You can also vary the position of your arm to see if that affects the stretch. And if you need more stretch, use your right hand for overpressure. Bring your palm, the base of your wrist, up just underneath your collarbone. Let your fingers relax, and now gently pull down. Let your arm rest on your chest. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds. And then relax. And switch sides. Now roll your head to the right. Relax your left arm. And if this is enough to feel the stretch through the left platysma, great. If you need overpressure, bring your left hand up, place it just below your collarbone, let your left fingers relax, and press down. Let your hand rest on your chest. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Keep breathing naturally. And relax. Continue alternating the left and the right side 3 times. I hope you found this information and these exercises helpful to decrease pain and help you enjoy your everyday activities to the best of your abilities. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now, I've also posted a number of other videos addressing other types of pain in the neck and headaches. Click the links in the description below for those other videos. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. Have a fantastic day.